It's Week 16 of the NFL, and we'll watch Chuba Hubbard. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Blues and the Cardinals, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Toronto ball club as they enter play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cardinals offense heading out, and they do so behind Kyler Murray, their dynamic quarterback in his 6th season now from Oklahoma.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Connor. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Young now from the 50. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Young. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Young got a man. That's Leggett. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 62 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And here's Young. This might be a free play. That caught by Trimble. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. so offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all of these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Out to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Brooks, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Blues get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cardinals offense had Marvin Harrison Jr. headed onto the field. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season. Currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Murray going to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Murray. Able to shake him, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Jordan Phillips coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Young. And that one too wide. And incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Murray a give. This is Connor. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. When you look at this defense, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Murray now to throw. Pass incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And that one almost intercepted. It's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on, but instead it's 3rd down. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Young to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw, Young. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Young working out of the gun. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 45 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hubbard diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Throwing now is Murray. That pass completed to Dortch. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up fourth down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Shreds the tackle. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 45-yard line.
Young to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
That's good for Hayes.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Now Young. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Throwing, Young. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Young going to give to Brooks. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Hubbard diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Taken in at the 22. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Xavier Legette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Blues continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Pulled in at the 24. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Blues offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Checks this down to Hubbard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Young now, eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Out of the gun, it's Young. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Young will set to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. Touchdown! Chuba Hubbard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Blues will extend their lead here just before halftime. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll kick things off in the NFC when the Giants have traveled down south to take on Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. The new man in black for 2024, Kirk Cousins, with a touchdown pass. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Josh Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Jared Goff has thrown a touchdown pass. We saw a strong first half out of the Alabama man and former #1 selection, Bryce Young. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag if it's not already.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Blues offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now here's Young. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, a run with Connor. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Connor up the middle. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Connor running right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Wrecking the defense there was Brandon Smith. Back to stop him before he got to the line of scrimmage. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Murray going to throw. Complete to Jones. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Screen pass to Connor. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Young. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Got a man. That's Leggett. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Young. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Young to throw it. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. He completes it to Wilson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Blues offense and Xavier Legette set to take over once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points.
But
and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. After this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Welcome back to Toronto. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Now a give to Brooks running right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense so far on third down, they've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try to throw now. Young. That one complete to Legette. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And bulldozing his way through. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Young working out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Blues look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out now come the Cardinals. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Murray now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The home team's offense and Chuba Hubbard set to take over once more. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
On 3rd down, they go with Brooks. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on here to punt it away. Here comes Dortch on the return. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
That is caught, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Murray again. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Murray now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Murray. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll get that one complete to Connor. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That went out wide and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Only 3 there on the screen at second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Caught by Jones. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now Murray. He's got his tight end. That's Ryman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Arizona.
Murray going to throw. He's got McBride here over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Murray to air it out again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being and now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Extra point by Ryland, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Toronto, it's a good fifth win for them as they play out the string. And they will hit the road next week.